Hey, Jason here. I'm going to show you how we do our barley fodder for our large black hogs. Okay, first of all, I just want to show you the basic setup. Right now, that's where everything drains to, and I've just got a little siphon hose running through here out the door and down the hill to get rid of the excess there. And this is about 1 day, 2 day, 3, 4, 5, and I believe this is 6. You can kind of see, and 7. So that's 7 days worth of fodder, and of course you can see it comes up nicely like a whole carpet, and we just feed the whole thing. Now on the side here, you can see water runs in here, out these holes, down here, get down here, through these holes here, down through here, holes, down through here, and into our catch bucket. And the catch bucket gets a little ripe after a while, so you want to keep it emptied. In fact, I'm going to pause here for a minute and go ahead and spray this thing out. All right, back to the catch bucket. So it's just about finished. I usually tilt it up, spray it out a good bit, and then we keep a little water bottle handy around that has just a little bleach and water solution, not very strong, maybe a capful, probably half a capful for a bottle this size. And then I just go ahead and spray a little bit in there just to keep the smell down and keep any stuff from growing there. Alright, that's good. This is just our basic tub. Got it from Walmart. This is those tubs that you get that set down inside the larger ones. And if you can see, prop this up, what we've done here is we've got little holes, a couple inches apart. I think we've got 6 holes, and of course no holes in this end. So this one would sit like this, and the water would drain down and out of these holes down here. So, next, I'll show you exactly how we what we do every day to keep the cycle going. So day one, what we do is we have our barley seed in here, as you can see, and we get about almost a full little cup of this. That comes and sits in here. Now this is actually 2 buckets inside of each other. This first bucket here has holes in it so that you can hear it draining there. And this is, we put about a capful, a little bit less than a capful of bleach, and fill it up with water, pour the seed in. That sits for a day. We like to cover it just to sort of keep a little dark in there. The reason we put the bleach solution in here is to kill any mold spores or anything nasty that might be going on. In reading a lot on the internet, a lot of people seem to have problems with mold. We're doing this every day. Knock on wood, we've never had a mold problem here. And we're in the southeast where there's a lot of humidity. So just another tip. And then after a day, that goes into here, and it just sort of sits. It's still wet, it's covered, and we call that our dry soak. And then after day 3, or excuse me, after the second day, this is poured into here. Got the holes there, and we actually don't even spread it out at this point. We usually just kind of leave it in a pile, and it soaks again, just again sort of a dry soak. And this is where a lot of the initial sprouting takes place. And then from there, again, it comes over here. I believe this is yesterday's, and you can see it's already starting to get firm. And then in a minute I'll show you how we water. So now the watering stage, like this is the one we just took out of the sink. Actually, that's yesterday's, but we put the smaller ones on top because if you flood them too much, all the seed just kind of runs down to one side. But after the next day, you actually see the little sprouts here. It sort of grabs hold and it doesn't slide around as bad. And you'll notice Kathy's actually picking up the trays because you want a good soak. We give each little tray a good soak. So she's actually lifting up. This is actually, you can see my finger the low side. So she's lifting it up to make sure, if you can see that water level, that it gets a good flood. So it's kind of like a flood and drain on every tray. And then it goes down to the bottom. So. One thing to note, we're at about day 7 or 8 on this one, and once you get past that, it's okay right now. You see that? It's nice white, but tomorrow if we don't feed this, this will turn brown. It will get a little smelly. I'm not sure it's harmful, really, but it's not something that we really want to feed our pigs. So you kind of got to watch that. This will continue to grow. It'll grow on out. But what happens is you'll start losing nutrients from your root mass here, which is most of your nutrients are anyway. So just something to take note of there. Here's Kathy breaking up the fodder. Again, as you can see, it's a whole carpet. And she just sort of breaks it up and throws it in the buckets. We're mixing this, actually. We've also got some non-medicated hog feed down in here and some corn as well. So we kind of give them a nice little mix there. So again, so this will be fed. This tray will come over here. Will be washed out, sprayed down with a little bit of that bleach solution, turned upside down and left to dry. And then tomorrow when we move this will go to the main watering setup, and then the tray that we had here will be dry. We'll sit here and we'll be ready for the next stage. And then it just sort of starts all over again. So that's how we do it. So here we are ready to feed. We've added a little bit more feed on top here. So again, we've got a good mix of a lot of good stuff in here. So, and we've just poured everything out here. I usually make about 4 piles. This is our youngster group. You can see them coming over the hill here. Peep-boos! Here they come. And then they'll sort of work it out and spread out among the piles. New Year's Day. It's a beautiful day. We'll go up here to this pasture in a minute and feed our other pigs. And we're up in the other pasture now. The chickens really like the fodder. They seem to pick it, and since we've started feeding it again this winter, we had a break for a while. They've actually started laying again, and it's January 1st. It was mid-20s this morning. And there's another one that's a little late for dinner. Here she comes. She was way up in the corner over there getting some acorns. Way up yonder. You see we've got them a little food plot up there too, a little strip plot of winter greens that they like.